Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Cape Cod is proud to support community TV. Some of the refreshing and satisfying products offered by Coca-Cola are Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Sprite, Fanta, Dr. Pepper, and Moxie. 125 years and still teaching the world to sing.
Kinlan Grover Real Estate sells and lists more property than any other real estate company on Cape Cod and is pleased to support community television and the Dukes of Sports.
Heritage Floor Covering supports community television and is located in Heritage Park off Route 130 Sandwich. When you look down, we look good. Carpet, vinyl, tile, and laminates. Sales, service, and installation with 40 years experience.
Hey, welcome. You found the Dukes of Sports. I'm Randy Lively with
Andrew Eaton.
Ta-da-da-da.
Ta-da-da-da.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Another week.
I guess we should start off and make our director happy and mention that last night, was the first time in Daytona 500 history that it was delayed.
That it was canceled.
Postponed. It's on...
Well, yeah, not canceled, postponed.
Yes.
Well, there's a difference between postpone and delay. It was delayed. Then it became postponed.
Correct. It is scheduled for, as we're shooting this tonight, which is February 27th, is it? I don't even know what date it is.
Yeah.
Monday.
Well, don't tell them that. They're gonna turn the channel away.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It's on while we're airing.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Except if you're in
But no one cares about Daytona 500.
Well, not the beginning of it.
After maybe lap like 199.
All the big accidents are in about the last 2 or 3 laps. And, oh, geez, I just heard a voice.
We heard our sports god of the day.
Goddess.
Goddess.
That's
yes.
right.
Goddess is right.
The one that's eating for 3.
Hey.
Yeah, so Jen, our director, is
she
supposedly a big NASCAR fan. What's the other term for that?
Redneck?
Redneck, yeah. Well, she looks like I bet you she's got a gun rack in the back of her car.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, at least one.
No, but my daddy has it in his closet.
In the closet.
He's a closet redneck?
Wait. He doesn't have one on his car or truck?
No. Big cabinet.
Oh.
We're in Massachusetts, so maybe that's why.
But I do play horseshoes with the best of them.
Okay. And it's old Jen, Billy Joe. So,
I'm
what do you want to share with
golf.
us, Jen, about NASCAR?
Yeah,
Jen?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I like it, and
No,
it just needed to be mentioned. That's all.
Who's your favorite drivers?
Well, I liked Casey Kane a couple years ago.
Why? And you don't like him now? What'd he do to you?
What didn't he do?
Oh.
No.
Ooh.
No, go into your sports now. I wanted it to be
real
mentioned.
sports.
Yeah. well, yeah, but I mean, it is. Oh, gearheads. That's another term for race car fans. If you can call such a thing, fans. I mean, they sit in the car, they drive around a circle.
They turn left a lot.
All the time, except on road courses, which is only about 2 a year.
Well, we were joking about it earlier before this. Jen and I were joking about it, and she was saying, well, people tailgate at it, and so that kind of makes.
Time.
And I said, well, really, if there's a sport, NASCAR tailgating should be it.
Yeah, well, I think if you had like a New York City cab driver come in the opposite direction,
there we go.
That would make things a lot more interesting.
I think just adding a New York City cab driver to begin with, him swerving in the thread of the needle.
Win every week. Yeah, those guys are used to driving like maniacs.
There was a driver a few years back now named Ernie Irvin, and they called him Swervin' Irvin because he couldn't see. So he was your New York City cab driver.
Yeah,
nice.
but he's dead.
Well, no. No, he's not dead.
He's not
dead. He's just not racing anymore?
He's just not racing anymore.
Ah, okay.
He wasn't one of the ones that got killed in an accident?
That was Dale Earnhardt.
Well, he's not the only one.
Well, no, there was others, but no, he wasn't killed in an accident.
What is it? The Petty kid, the grandson of Richard Petty, got killed up in Loudon.
Oh, yeah. That was, you said the grandson?
Grandson of Richard Petty. He's the son of Kyle Petty.
Did he race too, Kyle?
Yeah,
I know Richard did.
Still is. I mean, he doesn't do anything, but of course, pretty hard to live up to the old man. But
I'd say so.
You know, he has never really been what you'd call a star. He hasn't won much of anything. And there's been a few that Alan Kowicki, he was one. He won the title a number of years ago, and then he was killed. And then they had a rash. I think 2 of them got killed up in Loudon, like in the same year. So I think it was Adam Petty. It was a young kid. It begins with an A. But anyway.
I don't know much
about Danica's running in it, you know.
Yeah, she's not doing so hot, though.
Well, she didn't do too good in a nationwide race.
Is that what it was? I don't know. I just know she had another crash and burn.
She won the pole, but then she was out in, I don't know, 30, 40 laps. She had accident. So.
Yeah. I always liked Tony Stewart because he tells it how it is.
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
There's a few of them
I like
that.
him. You know, I like Carl Edwards, too, on the opposite side of the spectrum.
Now, that is my dad's favorite racer,
Carl Edwards?
Yes.
Oh,
I like
that's because he does the
does the
backflip off
backflip.
the windshield like you do when you get home from work.
That's right.
Yeah.
But no, he just seems like a classy guy. You know, it's kind of the 2 sides, Tony and Carl there. And they have a little rivalry, I think.
A lot of them
Funny
do.
enough, my stepmother loves Tony.
See that?
See, I like Jeff Gordon.
Chef Gordon?
Jeff.
I hate Jeff.
Well, Chef Gordon, too, you know, he's all right. Is it like Chef Boyardee's?
Chef Boyardee, yeah.
Yeah, that's his cousin. He didn't make it quite as big.
I don't like Jeff Gordon. I don't like, who's the one you just said that died, his son there? Junior.
Earnhardt
Dale
Jr.
Jr.?
I don't like Dale Jr.
Me neither.
They
Too much
both
hype.
seem pompous.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's skating on Dad's coattails.
Yeah.
And, you know, it used to always gripe me. He's like the #1 driver, you know, in terms of merchandise sold and fan popularity and all of that crap. And, you know, if you compare him to other drivers, you know, he's no better than they are. He hasn't won a lot.
No. But you're forgetting about the women NASCAR fans, and they think he's cute.
He is?
Junior?
He looks like a tall dork.
That's not me. I'm
No.
just saying.
Junior
in
or
general.
Gordon?
Junior.
Yeah, he's
True.
well, it shows you the taste women NASCAR fans
Yeah,
have.
seriously.
God.
What about Carl Edwards? I would pick him over the other 2.
Yeah. No, he is. I mean, I'm a guy, but I don't really often go say, "Oh, he's really good looking," but I know ugly when I see it.
Yeah.
And
Like Eli Manning, right?
exactly. So,
All right, now I'm trying to find your golf tournament here. I can't find it.
Accenture Match Play.
It's what?
Accenture.
How do you spell that?
Accenture.
Accenture. All right.
It was the big tournament of the weekend.
I don't watch golf. Just like I don't watch NASCAR. Neither one are sports. They're games.
Yeah, but you at least knew there was supposed to be a race last weekend.
I didn't. I have no idea when the Daytona 500 is.
Well, it was yesterday. If it didn't get rained out.
Apparently, I only found out.
Geez, do you know when the
Jen told
Kentucky
me.
Derby is?
Nope. Summer sometime.
First Saturday in May.
Okay.
You don't even have to know the date. First Saturday in May. Just like the Indy 500's Memorial Day weekend. Usually that's Sunday, I think, or Monday. But the Masters is in April. You've heard of the Masters?
Heard of the Masters. I know most of the major events. I just don't know when they are.
And Masters is in April.
Okay.
Always, you know where it is, right? Because it's at the same venue every
Is that
single
Pebble
year.
Beach?
You're close. It's in Georgia.
It's in Georgia? All right.
You know where Pebble Beach is?
South Carolina.
California.
Pebble Beach?
Yeah.
Really? What's the one in South Carolina?
I don't know. Hilton Head.
Myrtle Beach.
Which one?
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach, whatever. It's a beach.
Yeah, Mayflower Beach is, you know, just not far from you at all.
Well, I lived out in California where the PGA would stop every now and again. It was one of the
Well, they have a
minor
few
ones.
tournaments in
Yeah.
California.
This
Just
was
like they have a few
near Valencia, California, or in Valencia, Santa Clarita.
Yeah, they have a few in Florida. Like they make like a southern swing before they play the Masters.
All right.
So,
I'm not seeing much of anything.
well, get rid of that old phone. Get another one.
Hunter Mahan took down Rory McIlroy.
Okay, that's it. Oh,
Hunter Mahan spoils Rory McIlroy's #1 hopes, beats the 22-year-old 2-1 to win the WGC Accenture Match Play Championship.
yeah, that's a big deal tournament.
Never heard of him. Who's Hunter Mahan?
Golfer.
Apparently.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's a ginger.
He's a what?
A ginger, a redhead.
Oh,
It's good. Well, I mean, golf was invented by the Scots, so it makes sense.
true.
You know, none of this Rory McIlroy
I'm
is
impressed.
Irish.
I'm impressed you knew that.
Yeah, I also know what golf stands for.
Wouldn't-
Stood for. Gentlemen only, ladies forbidden.
Really?
Really?
You think that's?
I'm of Scottish descent.
Yes.
I believe it.
You think that didn't come after?
Maybe. Who would just come up with a name like golf?
Well, who would come up with a name like football when you barely
Well,
kick it?
That's welcome to America. But this is the British we're talking about who speak proper English. When they call it football, it's football.
All right, so where'd hockey come from?
I don't know.
It would be pucky or something.
Should be pucky.
Yeah.
Where'd puck come from? Now we're just getting complicated.
Well,
All right,
it's 3/4 of another word, but
yeah.
and if you erase part of the P, anyway,
I know where that
I
word
think
came
we're
from
done.
too. Supposedly, I don't know if I believe that one, but
what? You
fornic-
wouldn't dare say it.
fornication under the king's consent.
That would be FUKK.
No.
No, FUKC.
Consent.
Yeah, that's a C.
It's a C. Fornication under consent of king.
Oh, you said king's consent.
I did. I'm sorry.
right.
Yes. Consent of king. That's what I heard.
You sit up late at night thinking of these
No,
things.
I just stumble upon these things
I
randomly
think we
on the
need to
internet.
move on, guys.
Yeah, well, before
We didn't say the word.
they didn't say what word.
That word.
Yeah. Well,
The word. Anyway, yes.
You want to test the license here?
No, we don't want to do that.
All right.
We want to talk about
Before
sports.
yeah, I think we've pretty much
right.
proven how ignorant we are about certain things. Let's move on.
We believe everything we read on the internet anyway. Or I do.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, hey, Jen had a news flash. Randy Moss is ready to play for cheap. He's like begging.
He is. He just wants a team.
Begging.
And he's willing to come back to the Patriots. We've mentioned on that before.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I happen to be flipping through my news stuff, and I did see that that TO is playing in a IFC league.
Never heard of it.
Me neither. But
IFC, I thought that was boxing. Isn't that the International Federation of
something. I don't know. I'm trying to find out anything on the
IFC?
Oh, there it is. There we go.
What do you got?
So All-Star game was last night on NBA. So who won? The West won. There's a surprise.
3 points, 151, or 2 points, 151.
152 to 149. You were
yeah.
right. 3 points.
Did you see? I didn't watch it, but I
no.
saw some highlights on the late news. Mm-hmm. I mean,
Hey, they're just dunking on each other. Is all I heard. It was-
oh yeah, I mean, they should have just had a shooting contest.
well, they do.
But I mean, that's basically what it was. I mean, a guy comes dribbling. It's like they clear a path for him. I mean, nobody is making an attempt.
So they probably play defense in the last minute of the game because they want the win. They probably get another bonus in the Pro Bowl. Or something.
I really don't know, but
And some nobody nobody I've heard of, but I'm not a huge basketball fan, won the dunk contest because he did a double dunk. I guess it was impressive.
Yeah, I
didn't see the video. But,
never heard of him either. And some guy, Love, who is known to be more of a rebounder, won the 3-point thing.
Yeah.
And
was Ray in it? Ray didn't even make the All-Star, did he?
no, Rondo was in some sort of skill thing where you dribble through an obstacle course and then you've got to pass the ball and hit these targets. And he lost in the finals to that.
See, I like those types of things for All-Star weekend.
It seemed pretty stupid, though, the little bit
really?
I saw.
Well, I mean,
I
like
only
the dunk
saw it on the
contest, the
news.
3-point contest. Like, I like seeing the skills contest. Who cares about the game?
I don't care about the dunk contest.
I suppose I don't know.
I mean, they can all dunk.
Yeah. It's just how they do it. They,
they leap over somebody.
A car last year. I mean, that was impressive. Blake Griffin, who didn't even enter this year.
Yeah.
LeBron James didn't enter this year. He hasn't been in a couple years.
Yeah, well,
Apparently he's catching flack for his play in the All-Star game. I don't know why.
Well, Pierce shot 1 for 8 in his time.
Oh, wow.
Rondo didn't do much better, but he did have 8 assists.
Okay.
But you're playing against somebody who doesn't play defense. How tough is it to pick up some assists?
Yeah, really. So, it's just, I don't know what else is.
No beer in the Red Sox clubhouse.
No beer, yes.
No beer. You didn't say nothing about chicken, but no beer.
Yeah, I think chicken's probably okay.
Well, unless it's beer batter.
Oh.
Then you got a conflict
could be
there.
A loophole.
Yeah.
What about beer brats? Can they bring that in? Oh, that would be disappointing.
And then Tampa's team.
Good old Joe Madden talking trash already.
Well, he was just saying,
We're not the Red Sox?
Yeah, he just said, if you're overage, you're legal drinking age, and he doesn't see any wrong with having a couple of beers.
Yeah, and
there probably isn't, except not during a game.
Right. Well, now I'm hearing reports now that Francona is saying it's going to backfire. So already, he's an analyst. And
What's going to backfire?
The big banning of the
18 teams don't allow beer.
So the Yankees is not one of them. It is one of them, I mean, sorry.
Well, it'd be curious to see if these are World Series teams or not.
Yeah, I don't know who has it banned or not.
Because you got the impression Valentine isn't rushing to have a captain of his team. Did you catch that?
I haven't. I heard he says that, if Tech doesn't come back, he might not have anyone wear the C.
Yeah, well, he's not coming back.
They signed him. They offered him a minor league contract.
Yeah, he didn't accept it, I don't think.
I can't imagine why he would.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's for he wants to go back to his original team, Twins or whatever it was, Seattle. Which one was it? Seattle. And so he can retire in one of their jerseys.
Oh, I don't think so.
Did. But I mean, he played his entire professional career with us, so.
Yeah.
I can't imagine he'd go to another team either, though.
No, I mean, who would, he can't hit.
No. And his knees are going. It's disappointing.
He's not the best at throwing anybody out.
No, he never was.
So he's not a lot to offer there.
No.
And handling a pitching staff, well, he doesn't know another pitching staff.
Right.
So
he barely knows ours at this point. Yeah. I mean,
but
with all the injuries and new people coming in, so I mean, it's.
But Valentine, basically, I saw a clip of his press conference talking about a captain, and without coming right out and saying it, he's certainly not inclined. He said if the players want to, then maybe he'll think about it. And then he asked, who was the captain of the Cardinals last year?
Right.
I mean, his point being, you don't really need one.
Was there a captain?
Probably not.
Yeah. The Yankees, oh no, they have Jeter.
Yeah.
But there's a few teams that don't
not
have
so
captains.
much. I mean, hockey has usually one and then a couple of assistants for some reason. Mm-hmm. Assistant captains, which seems a little odd to me. Football,
they have
about half the team.
Yeah. I think they have 6 guys that do the coin flip. Because what is it? It's 2 on offense, 2 defense, and 2 special teams.
And then you get somebody from the stands, but
generally, Belichick's kid, or
yeah,
Kraft's kid.
But I don't know. Does basketball, do they have captains?
Yeah, because Pierce is a captain.
Is he?
Yeah, and I think Garnett might be now too.
Huh.
I don't know if they publicize it much, but they do.
Yeah, but you got.
I don't know what role they play.
Yeah, I mean, you got so few guys on a team to begin with. I mean.
Oh, it's like, isn't it like 20 some odd guys on the basketball team on the bench and everything?
No. It's like a dozen, maybe 15. I'm not sure. They negotiate it whenever the contract's up.
Well, I know hockey. I don't know if you mentioned this one, but hockey has the captains, and then they have 2 assistant captains.
I just got done time. What the hell have you been doing?
I'm looking up news.
Jesus.
All right, jeez. All right. Ah, God, you know.
Jesus.
Well,
if I want to be ignored, I can have my wife here. You know.
It's true. It's true. I'm trying to make us look a little better, and I'm failing at this. So.
Yeah.
So it's this whole multitasking thing. I should leave the iPhone with Jen. That way she can correct us.
And then I look really smart. Yay.
That's right. And then Jen looks smart. Which we want our sports god or goddess to look smart. So.
Well, that's true.
Or sound smart, because they're not seen.
Only heard.
Right.
Although she wants to come out here.
That's true. If she wants to come take a wave or a bow at the end, she's welcome to.
Sure.
Nobody wants to see that.
Well, get her a cheerleader outfit. A little Duke's cheerleader.
Not for a few months.
Oh, God.
Well, Manny's back.
No.
Yeah. Signed to a minor league deal.
With Oakland, right?
With Oakland. To serve his suspension. And that way, I think
he's got 50 games. He's got or 100 or something.
It's 50. 50 games.
No, he already did 51.
He
did 50 with the Dodgers.
So it is 100 games, isn't it? But I think that they were able to work it out that the sentence was reduced. I think it's back down to 50 games. Or maybe it's 60 or something like that.
I don't know.
Let me see if I can find that. But
he was out all last year.
Yep.
And because he retired after the latest drug
instead of serving the suspension.
And if he's not juiced up, I don't know, do you think he's going to hit?
I think he could do all right. It's...
Think he'll still have the power?
No, absolutely not.
Well, they got him cheap, though.
Yes.
But you know what's disgraceful?
What's that?
Like, cheap is like $500,000 a year. I wish somebody would be that cheap with me. Oh, I'll work for less. I'll work for $500,000.
Hey, give me $250,000, I'm happy.
Not me. I'm not going anywhere under $500,000.
All right.
I got my pride.
That's true. Well, I'll take the rookie minimum of $400,000 then. How's that?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
I thought it was 2 something.
I think it is in football, isn't it? Or maybe I've got them reversed. Maybe football's the minimum of 400. One of them that I think a minimum is 400.
Football, it depends what round you drafted.
Oh, that's true. First round, is that what it is? The minimum's 4? No, the minimum's like $1 million. First round.
Jeez, I don't know. It's got to be.
I don't know either.
Yeah. look it up.
What are you
doing now? Reading the stock market?
I am. Yeah. I'm trying to see what if they actually did lower the suspension on Manny.
Oh.
I'm not seeing anything there.
But I mean, is that really newsworthy?
What, Manny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always bad. Who cares?
Yeah, Matt Kemp said he would not take the MVP if Ryan Braun was found to be guilty, and he was found guilty, but
arbitrator overruled the MLB.
Right, so now he can appeal.
No, he doesn't have to.
Oh, he doesn't have to.
No,
now?
He's off the hook.
Oh, he won his appeal.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, won his appeal.
First time it ever happened.
Well, good for him. I hope
the arbitrator, some guy with some weird name I could never even pronounce. Not from this country. But I heard some talk about maybe Major League Baseball would appeal. But I thought when you agreed, when arbitration was set up, whatever the arbitrator decided, for better or for worse, that was it. And that was the point of having the arbitrator make a decision. I didn't think it was appealable.
What was appealed? The arbitration was appealed? No, I thought the
ruling,
the
the suspension was
right.
appealed.
Okay.
So no, he's
and he won the appeal.
Yeah, so he's back. He can play.
And he gets to keep his MVP trophy.
Yeah, you know what it was based on?
What's that?
The sample. Now I don't know if it was blood or urine, but whatever the sample was, they have this policy that they, I guess, fly it to the lab that does the testing with FedEx, right?
Okay.
Well, whenever he was tested, it must have been a weekend or something like that, or late on a Friday night, but it got into the proper person's hands. He goes to FedEx. Office is closed.
Oh, so he had to hold on to it?
Over the weekend.
Oh, jeez.
At his house.
Well, he's sticking it in the fridge, I guess, right?
Yeah. And
hope the kid doesn't think it's apple juice.
Yeah. And I mean, it's sealed. You know,
that's true. Yeah.
And all that.
In a bag. And
so I guess it's not till Monday that it gets to the testing lab.
So what's his argument? That the guy had steroids in his fridge and it got
there
contaminated?
was a break in the chain of command, or not.
Geez.
The protocol was disrupted, or whatnot. But apparently it wasn't under somebody's constant watch 24/7 or something. I think the guy said he had it in his basement.
Yeah.
But seals weren't broken or anything like that, showed up positive tests. And so the whole argument was, because this spent the weekend not at the lab. Now, the lab could have had it in their basement. I guess that would have been okay.
Well, they have special fridges, I'm sure.
Special basements. And so because it was in this fellow's basement, because FedEx was closed, there would be some question about the validity of the test.
Boy, Barry Bonds should have gotten this
and
lawyer.
The arbitrator,
whoever.
The arbitrator said, "Good point," and wiped out the suspension, and
wow.
He's back in spring training. And
and I hope it is something like that. You know, I hate to see these phenomenal players have it turned out that they were juicing. Except for Barry Bonds.
What are the odds that this man...
This does sound a little odd.
Stuck a hypo in there or something and contaminated the sample. I mean...
Right. If it was sealed the whole time, there's no way that it would do that. But.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what kind of a seal. I mean, I was watching an old Perry Mason the other day, and somebody poisoned a champagne bottle by putting a poison in a hypo with a long enough needle that would go through the cork.
Yeah.
And they poisoned it, and then they used that as a vehicle for murder.
Yeah, but I don't think it's sealed with a cork.
I would hope not. I would hope not.
I don't know. It sounds a little fishy to me, but...
So I would imagine that guy has maybe arbitrated his last Major League Baseball hearing.
More than likely. That's like O.J. Simpson. The glove don't fit. You got to acquit.
Yeah, but there was no glove. I mean, if the bottle don't leak, then I don't know what rhymes with that.
Yeah,
but I thought it was pretty lucky on his part.
It sounds that way, you know.
I mean, you didn't hear Manny. Manny took his medicine. Well, he quit, but he didn't deny it.
Well, Manny was taking like stuff to help you get pregnant, wasn't he?
Jeez,
he wasn't taking like estrogen stuff?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was at least the first suspension. I was pretty sure that it was something, to help women conceive.
I don't think estrogen.
Not estrogen. I know it was something like that, though. It was something odd. It wasn't HGH. It was.
Well, that's
something
silly.
weird.
I mean, to help women conceive, all you need is liquor. Right, Jen?
Oh no.
No comment.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Jen's got 2 kids and 1 on the way, and I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but there's only been 3 times in her life that she's gotten really shit-faced.
You missed my college years, Randy.
Oh. Well,
boy.
how did we get off on? Oh, you started it with the estrogen.
Blame it on me.
Yeah, okay.
Everything's my fault.
Works for me.
Oh my God. All right.
It
So,
wouldn't be estrogen; it'd be some sort of hormone, Andrew.
Yes, it was a hormone. That's why I said it wasn't estrogen. It was something to help women conceive, though. It was a hormone of some sort. For women, though, it was bizarre. I can look it up, but I don't think it's that important.
well, that's not
All right.
much different than probably
Probably what steroids would do to you.
Well, no, I was going to say what's important or not isn't much different than probably at least half of what we've been talking about
That's
so
true.
far.
That's true.
So why get off? Why get off onto something important? We'll just get confused and get our facts mixed up.
Yeah. All right.
I prefer just making it up.
Let's change topics, maybe.
Oh, okay. What?
I don't know. What do you
Seen
got?
any good movies? You watch the
Oh,
Academy
God.
Awards?
No, I didn't. I was a little sick again yesterday.
Oh,
I stayed in bed.
got drunk watching the Academy Awards?
No. It was.
Oh, this was before.
Yeah. It was.
Must have been the red carpet show then.
Must have been. Actually, that would make sense.
Looking at all those gowns.
Yeah. No sports. Oh, Moneyball. Moneyball was in there. I was going to say no sports movies in the Oscars.
Well, there usually isn't. Last sports movie to win was,
To win, yeah.
I think, Field of Dreams.
Sounds accurate.
Or maybe it's the last one nominated. I don't know if Field of Dreams won
I
or
don't
not.
know about that. I think there's been a couple sports movies here and
I
there,
don't
but
know.
but Moneyball was.
They're like comedies, they really
Yeah,
get
that's
the
true.
get the big prize.
Well, I think We Are Marshall was nominated for a couple things.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, actually, there was a sports. Well, no. Sandra Bullock got the Academy Award.
For The Blind Side.
Yeah,
That's right. That was a sports movie, kind of.
sort of. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
he's
based
still-
on a true story.
Well, he's still playing.
He's still with the Ravens. Too.
Yeah. Went from left to right guard, though, or left tackle to right
Tackle.
tackle. But he's still there. Michael Orr. That was a good story.
Never saw it. Hate Sandra
No?
Bullock.
Oh, you don't like
hate
it?
her.
Oh.
Oh God. I just think she is the worst.
Well, that's like Casey Kane. What'd she do to you?
Who?
Oliver. Well, Jen used to like Casey Kane.
the
Now
racer.
she doesn't.
Okay.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Well, I just don't like her movies. I don't think she's that good. It's just an opinion.
Yeah.
Apparently she is. She's won an Academy
my
Award.
wife
What have I
liked-
done? But
My wife likes watching the Academy Awards. So
I usually
I
do.
watched, I read. Billy Crystal was good, I thought.
I always liked him. He's
Angelina
hosted
Jolie
half a dozen
showed
times.
off all over her leg there.
You know, and Paula and Jen were mentioning that and how skinny she is. Like
Well, yeah. Well, she is.
grossly skinny at this point.
Yeah. It's too bad that she couldn't have found a way to show it off without making it so friggin' obvious. Well, she did. She's up there presenting, and then she makes a stand, sticks the leg out, and God, might as well show the other one while you're at it.
Yeah, I guess. We're
Brad
not even
Pitt.
talking about sports anymore.
Well, you asked. You said, well,
I
you
didn't
want-
ask. You said you asked if I watched. I said I didn't.
Now. Picking apart actors and actresses is a sport.
That's true. Thank you, Jen. That's true. And they play athletes a lot, or sports people like Brad Pitt,
Yeah, he didn't win.
Billy Bean. No. As soon as the artist
No, the
came
French-
out,
French
everyone
guy.
knew that was going to win
I
everything
never-
because it's an artsy piece.
I
But
never
don't get
saw
me
it.
started on that.
Never saw it, but I want to see it now.
I
I'm
don't.
curious.
I have no interest.
I hear the only thing that's sound in the picture for the most part is a dog.
Okay.
Well, he's barking, not talking.
Yeah.
It's not like Francis the Mule. Or
No, it's not a talking dog.
anything.
That's too bad.
Just a barking dog.
I think I would have watched it.
But they actually had his bark in there. Although I don't know if it was dubbed. It might have been his bark. They might have had a stunt dog that did the barking. That I don't know. Be interesting to find out. If Rob was here, he could probably tell us.
Rob would,
which would be scary.
It would be.
So anyhow,
it's been another slow week, I guess. You know.
Yeah, well, it's going to pick up because spring training is going to be.
Trade deadline on hockey.
I heard Charrington the other day indicated that he wasn't anticipating any more moves, which I think is too bad.
That is too bad.
Because I'm not sure that I'm happy with the makeup of that team. I'd say maybe 90%, but I think I mentioned before I'd like to see some more depth in the bench with somebody other than Darnell McDonald, who hits about his weight.
Yeah, he does all right.
I don't know if he quite finished at 200 last year, but if that's your guy you got coming off your bench, I think you could do better than that.
Yeah.
I mean, God, you got a guy that can hit 250 maybe. I mean, you're not going to get a great player with that role. But a 200 hitter, you know?
We got Sweeney now, too, though.
Yeah.
He did all right. He's like a career 260 or something.
Yeah, but I mean, in my mind, Darnell McDonald has to be replaced with just about anybody.
Well, I don't think he's a starter. I don't think.
Well, of course he's not.
Well, I don't even think Valentine is intending on him to be a starter.
He's not. But yeah, he's the 25th guy.
Yeah.
But nevertheless,
you're thinking he should be put down to AAA and someone else brought up,
or buy him a train ticket somewhere, but just release him.
Well,
you got to have somebody that is at least has a modicum of a threat when they're at bat.
Well, wasn't his first at bat a grand slam?
No, that was some rookie that you're thinking of.
Well, a couple of years ago. Yeah. It wasn't McDonald?
No, he's been around longer than that.
All right. Well,
he came from somewhere, I don't know where, but some team had the good fortune of getting rid of him. But he had a couple hot streaks last season, didn't he? Yeah, maybe he got a hit.
I think you're making him out to be worse than he is.
He barely hit 200, if that, last year. I mean, I think that pretty much speaks for itself.
Yeah, but everyone did pretty poorly last season.
No, they didn't.
Well, once you factor in September, their numbers dropped pretty significantly, save for Pedroia.
Well, good for McDonald. He was consistent the whole year. He sucked. He can't hit.
Yeah. He's a speedster, though. Isn't that why we have him? Is to try and up our running game?
He has the ability to steal a base.
And doesn't he? What's his on base percentage like? Do you know that?
If you're hitting 200, it can't be good.
Oh, maybe he's walking.
Cut it all. Jesus. The only thing he could do for that team, I mean, he's going to be a role player. He's going to fill in if somebody's hurt or needs a rest or something like that.
I think that's what we need right now.
And
is a couple of those types of guys that can just fill in.
But hit 250 maybe. That's not asking a lot. I mean, the best he can do when he's at bat is throw himself in front of the ball so he can get hit. And then maybe if he doesn't get hit in the leg, he can possibly steal you a base. Possibly.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
He's useless.
Okay, I'll give you that, I guess.
No.
I mean, I don't.
I mean, you need a guy. All right, here you are. You're late in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Score's tied. Got a runner in scoring position, or say you're down a runner in scoring position. You want a pinch hit. Okay, you with the 200 batting average, come over here. Get out there, win the game for us. Yeah, right. It'd be dumb luck. So you'd like to think, because that might be a situation that he's used. So if you're going to have a bench is a bench. You need a good utility infielder or utility player now, because some of them can play some infield and some outfield positions.
Yeah.
You need a couple of guys like that gives you some flexibility to make a move or are capable of filling in if there's an injury, God forbid.
Right.
McDonald, to me, doesn't fill any of those roles. I mean, you don't want him playing on a regular basis.
His batting average for 2011 was .236, but he only played 79 games, had 157 at-bats.
How'd he hit .236?
I don't know.
He must have got hot in September. He was probably the only one
that
was
could be.
hot and nobody noticed.
His on-base percentage for 2011
Was it over 3?
303, just barely over 3. In 2010, in 117 games, he was .270, batting average, .336 on base.
Yeah.
You know, okay, so he's not a great hitter. There's no
crap.
You know, that's not crap. .236 is for a backup. .236 isn't terrible.
Well, I tell you, I don't know if you can get his month-by-month numbers on that little marvel you got there. But I bet you that average climb late in the year. Most of the year, he was lousy at the bat. So, you know, you don't have that many bench players. Because, you know, don't forget, you're carrying, what, a dozen pitchers, right?
Yeah.
You got 8 guys playing full-time. So there's 20. So at best, that leaves you 5 other guys. One of them's got to be a catcher.
Yeah, we have 2 or 3.
Yeah, so you got to have at least one of them, some sort of a catcher.
Yeah.
You need a couple infielders, a couple outfielder types. And, you know, it's nice if you have some variety in terms of righty-lefty, you know, and what they bat. So if he's your right-handed bat off the bench, you can do a lot better, and I think they need to.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Strengthen the bench. Get rid of McDonald. And you'll be doing both at the same time. Now, if you pick up another outfielder, sooner or later somebody's going to cut one. You know. And then the big question is shortstop.
Yeah.
Still.
Well, you get this, actually. You'll like this one for McDonald.
Okay.
In 2011, he only had 2 stolen bases, and he was caught stealing 3 times.
Oh.
So apparently
We could do that.
He's worthless as a base stealer. The year before that, he was 9 stolen bases, only caught stealing them once. So apparently he's not the speedster I thought he was.
So he peaked in 2010.
Maybe, you know, maybe he'll have a phenomenal year. You don't know.
Yeah, that's what we're... Oh, I know.
You know.
I know.
Oh, you have your crystal ball
That's right.
at home.
I know.
Oh, jeez.
Now, it's easier to be good and then suck. It's a lot harder to suck and then become good.
Well, and then you have Dice K, who just goes like this.
I still think he can help that team.
I think he can too. I think it should be a hot year this year because he didn't play last year.
No.
And he had a bad year before that, didn't he? Or was that his good year? No, that was his good year. So
2 years ago was a good year, I think,
Yeah.
when he won 18.
Yeah. So last
That
year,
might- that
which
might
would
have
have been
been
his
3.
bad year, he was doing surgeries. So
Well, if he's smart, he's probably only going to get you half a year. And this is the last year of his contract, I believe. So if he's smart, he's going to go out and do whatever he
Did he
can
have a 10
with
year?
that. I don't think so.
I thought he had some ridiculous.
I think it was 5.
All right.
But I think, you know, he's going to have to, you know, light it up. But I think he's capable of doing it. But like you said,
Yeah.
you just never know.
No, you really don't.
I mean, look at, was it last year? Was he out the whole year last year?
I believe so. Yeah.
Well, there was one year, I mean, he started out rocky, and then he throws 2 one-hitters in a row.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah. Even
God.
during the season, he's up and down. I
Yeah.
mean, it's. You're right. He is up. His contract is up. It was a 6-year, $52 million contract, 07 to 12.
And I remember even the year he won 18. He would drive you crazy because he'd be walking people all over the place, you know, and of course that drives up your pitch count as well. But the odd thing was he'd be walking people, but he wouldn't give up many hits. So he had runners on base all over the time, and somehow he managed to escape.
Yep.
Because he'd get out of it by not, allowing. He must have had a real good ERA with runners in scoring position that year to win
Possibly.
18 games.
And we're both wrong. It was '08 that he had the 18 wins. In '07 he was 15-12, so he was '08 he was 18-3.
Hey,
that
15 and 12, you're a free agent. That gets you big bucks.
Well, that's true.
These days, unfortunately.
Well, his ERA was 4.4.
Yeah.
08 his ERA was 2.9.
Yeah.
2.90.
Yeah, that's the one he was walking everybody and not.
That was good.
And he was 18 and what?
18-3.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. '09 he was 4-6.
Shabby.
5.76 ERA.
Very shabby.
2010 he was 9-6. And he was ERA 4.69. And he did play in 2011. He was 3-3 with a 5.30
Yeah.
ERA.
That might have been the feast or famine that I was talking about. He was getting lit up, or he wasn't.
8 games last year.
Yeah.
Only started 7.
But I think he has the potential to help them because, chances are they're going to need some help in the second half of the year. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to disappoint or somebody's going to get hurt. It's rare that doesn't happen. So...
and you're right, '08 he had 94 walks.
Yeah. And how many innings?
In
95 innings.
167.2.
Well, that's not too good.
It's not good. 154 strikeouts. It's not as good as '07. His first year was really good. I thought his first year was kind of disappointing for all the hype he got.
Well, yeah. Oh, wow. He was the guy with 9 pitches, and he changed speeds on all of them, and blah, blah, blah.
The whirly ball that we've still never seen.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed, with all the hype he got. I was expecting him to be lights out.
He's underperformed. He's underperformed, partly due to injury, but not always. And then, I'm not sure if the Red Sox knew how to deal with him. But, hopefully he can come back. Hopefully he can help him because I still think, they need something. As I said, we were talking about shortstop. Right now you got Aceves and Punto, 2 bench players, platoon players, that might be your starting shortstop, or they would be platooning as, if bench players to fill in, not platoon. But that might be what you're looking at, and I'm not sure. Defensively, that's the best thing for that team, and I'm not sure that the pitchers would be all excited about it either.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, because if this happens, it would negate the need to make a move during spring training, is that, was it Iglesias?
Iglesias, yeah.
Can show that he can hit
something.
Well,
yeah. I think it'll come down to the trade deadline too, though.
It's a question of, can he handle it day in and day out? Because, we talked before. He has very little minor league experience. It's not like he's been around, getting a lot of at-bats.
Right.
And trying to learn, on the job in the major leagues is pretty tough. And, the last thing you want him to do is to get off to a horrendous start, be hitting 100, get down on himself, let it affect his defense, because then if he can't play defense, he's worthless to you.
Right.
But hopefully he can, maybe show something. Although it's hard in spring training because so often, you're hitting against other minor league players.
Right.
You're not. It's not the best against the best in most of those games. But that's the only thing they're going to have to go on. Otherwise, I think they're going to have to look to make a deal or hope somebody gets released that they feel is better than Punto or Olivas.
The 7th. Yeah, you're right. Aviles, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The shortstop is, I guess those are the big question marks, right? The shortstop and right field.
Well,
right?
they say your defense, up the middle.
I mean, that's...
So that's your catcher, second, short, and center
I
field.
guess that's why I'm surprised. I mean, I know he didn't have a huge bat, but why did we trade Scudero? He was good defensively, wasn't he?
The theory, he was okay. He probably didn't have the greatest range.
Yeah.
But
you know who I always liked?
That guy hit 299 last year.
Did he? Wow. See, I'm not a huge stat guy. I don't.
Neither am I.
But I always liked Orlando Cabrera. We only had him for what, a season and a half, if that.
Yeah.
I always I thought he was good defensively. I thought he was, pretty good. Actually, I think he hit 300 or so with the Red Sox. And then we just kind of let him go.
Yeah.
For Edgar Renteria.
Yep.
He didn't do much.
And then we got, who was it?
I know who you're talking about, and I had it a second ago. Damn, he even made like 3 errors in one of the games I was at. Was it a Jose?
It began with a J.
It did begin with a J.
Came for the Dodgers, I think.
Yeah.
Got him as a free agent. Theo couldn't wait to sign him.
Oh, yeah. And, well, he did really well with whoever he came from there. Oh, God, it's going to drive me nuts now. But,
yeah, Renteria was a bust. Well, it turned out he's a National League ball player.
Yeah, he did phenomenal with the Braves and the Giants. Won another title with them.
But, yeah, he just couldn't cut it with the Red Sox for some reason. But, I don't know. I'd like to see them pick up something. I mean, Scudero, the thought was they wanted to free up his money and go after another pitcher, like a Roy Oswald.
Who declined.
But didn't happen. Did you see they finally got compensation from the Cubs?
Yeah.
Got all worked up when I saw the name. Chris Carpenter.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a Chris Carpenter on the Cardinals. It's a, Cy Young pitcher.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, different one, obviously.
Different one. Well, he did all right, though.
He's only had 10 Major League games.
That's right. He was one of the... We got someone else, though. Oh, no, player to be named.
Yeah.
And we got to give a player to be named.
Yeah, that I don't understand.
That's what I don't get. Yeah, why is it... basically what they're saying is this Chris Carpenter guy who hasn't proved himself really one way or another is the trade for Theo. That's what we get for giving them Theo.
Yeah. But yeah, I couldn't understand why the Cubs were supposed to compensate the Red Sox. So why do the Red Sox have to give them a player to be named?
Right. No, that doesn't make
any
sense.
But nobody seemed to be worked up about that. The teams didn't seem to care.
Oh, we had Pokey Reese, too. He was a second baseman before Pedroia, though.
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
But I don't know.
We had Alex Gonzalez, but Julio Lugo. That was the worthless guy. I liked Alex Gonzalez, too. I was disappointed he went.
Had good glove.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes, guys.
Oh, 5 minutes. God, how time flies. So.
All right, so I'm not going to kill myself.
Need some more
Julio Lugo.
This nice product from Coca-Cola here.
All right. Well,
in my
I guess
throat.
we'll wrap it up. I mean, hopefully, Charrington. Is that how you pronounce it? Charrington. Pick someone else up. I'd like to see maybe one more decent starting pitcher.
Well, probably so wouldn't about 90% of the other teams.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, but like a Roy Oswald. Like, we never picked anybody up.
Well, we did.
Who?
They were all signed to minor league contracts.
So, I mean, a major league pitcher. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see maybe someone who can fill in shortstop really well.
They got fill-ins.
Well,
That's the problem.
I mean, a starter.
Yeah.
A decent starter that can take that role on every day.
Yeah, because they've been such a big deal how, they picked up the option, $6 million option on Scudo's contract. And boy, that was like signing a free agent, having him back. About a week later, bang, he's gone.
Right. I just, hopefully those two things will happen. I think we're okay enough in right field. Maybe we don't have an everyday starter. I'd say we have an everyday starter in Sweeney, but...
Or Cody Ross.
That's right. I always forget about him.
But yeah, you're right. I think
we're okay. I think we can make do with that.
And if Crawford isn't out too long, supposedly he's taken a little bit of batting practice.
Yeah.
Seems like he's a little bit ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, he's thinking
And
May,
he can only be better.
Yeah, really.
So, if you factor that in there, you figure, okay, you're getting more out of left field than you did last year.
Right.
So that'll help.
Yep.
And keeping some of these guys healthy, like Euclid for a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly he's coming in better shape.
Yeah. Supposedly he lost a lot of weight.
He says the opposite.
Really? Well, he put muscle on then,
Yeah.
probably. All right. He looks slimmer, is what they were saying.
Looks slimmer, but actually weighs a little bit more.
Right. Well, muscle weighs more than fat, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's what,
So, it remains to be seen. I'd like to see at least one big move still before spring training really starts. Other than that, hopefully we have a big trade deadline.
Yeah, to the Yankees, I think they unloaded Burnett to Pittsburgh.
They did.
Yeah. I don't know who they got for him, though.
Minor league guys, like 2 or 3.
Oh.
I think it was Burnett and the minor leaguer for 3 minor leaguers.
But I'll tell you, that American League East, to me, is going to be tough. You figure the damn Yankees are going to be there.
Oh, the Yankees.
Tampa Bay has got that pitching. They can trot out these Stanton pitchers like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
Not going to be easy.
No, it's not. But, I think the
Good
Sox can
challenge
do
for
it.
Valentine.
So, I think we should wrap up.
Okay, wrap up.
Are you going to wrap up? You want me to wrap up?
Well, you'll wrap up, then I'll wrap up.
All right, well, I guess we'll wrap up.
You'll be the rapper.
Wrap.
God.
Well,
Yes.
you've been watching the Dukes of Sports. See us again next week. I'm Andrew Eaton with...
Me. I'm Randy Lively. Take care.
Bye.
"125 years and still teaching the world to sing, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Cape Cod is proud to support the Dukes of Sports. Some of the products offered by Coca-Cola that you can enjoy are Dasani Water, Powerade, Minute Maid Juices, Vitamin Water, Fuse, V8, and Honest Tea.
With 15 offices from the Canal to Provincetown, our experienced and professional agents get the job done whether you are buying or selling. We also offer summer vacation rentals and can assist in mortgage financing, serving the most buyers and sellers across the entire Cape. Check us out at kinlandgrover.com.
Heritage Floor Covering supports the Dukes of Sports and has a spacious and extensive showroom to browse through. Cheryl and Russell are fully insured and offer free estimates. We sell the best and you pay less. 508-833-7600.